Memphis, Chicago. I think we're getting to the top right-hand corner of Missouri. St. Louis. I'm not going to see too much of it because I'm going to take exit, look at my notes, exit 276B and use highway, interstate, freeway. I'm looking at my notes. 255, I got notes. I don't have notes too often, but I have notes. So I'm going to skirt to the south of St. Louis because I don't want to go through the city. It's 4:15 in the afternoon. That sounds like rush hour. I don't want to be stuck in bumper-to-bumper unrush hour. They've got signs. I don't know what they tell you, but welcome to St. Louis. Well, hello, St. Louis. How are you? Looks like we have a big abandoned dealership there with a giant lot with nothing doing, just weeds growing through the concrete. 276 A and B, Memphis and Chicago. I'm going to Indiana. Hasn't got the scenery of beautiful Missouri. I never knew Missouri was so beautiful. They got trees that are turning red in the fall, and lots of mountains and bluffs and cliffs and stone faces, and it's pretty nice here. Nice weather. Welding trailer. F-250, two-wheel drive, power stroke. Here's my exit, 276. Get in the proper lane, leave lots of room so you don't have to jam on the brakes. Somebody using a small electronic device isn't paying attention. Here's a trailer full of old vehicles, Carmen Ghia, a 70 Oldsmobile full size. 276B, Chicago and Memphis. I've never been to Memphis, and I ain't going there now. Maybe one day. I got lots of places to go and lots of things to see. Hope I'm going the right way. Just head north. I should have looked at that map again. I think the GPS is happy, though. Thought if I went south, Tulsa, I've been there. Thought if I went south, it would be a shorter skirt around the city. It might only be a mile or two difference. But it said Chicago, and I guess that's where I'm going, kind of, sort of. In a way. But I'm going to head south again and east. Sandstone cliffs. 327 miles to my destination. I've done 200 miles so far today. And here's a woman that's hogging the left lane and not letting me in. Come on, lady, pay attention. My lane's ending. I got nowhere else to go, and everybody else is tailgating, so they got to bunch it all together and get all frustrated. Figures. Yep. Got to pay attention to when people want to use the other lanes that are ending. They want to get in your lane. Railroad bridge. Oop, there's a truck in the breakdown lane. Budweiser. Broken down beer truck. I think I just made a wise move. I was going to skirt around St. Louis, and here I am up 44. And instead of going right through the center of town like my GPS suggested and getting stuck in rush hour traffic, I went 270 north. And it wanted me to go right through town on 64. And I said, nah, I don't think so. And pick up 70 on the other side. I think I'll go up 270 around the city. And from 270, I'll pick up 70 over here. It's longer as the crows fly, but I won't be sitting in traffic going through the middle of town. They build these beltways for a reason, but has been my experience in the past, GPSs know the shortest and most direct way. So I'm taking a longer detour. The GPS said, no problemo. It's the exact same miles. Maybe even less time. I don't know. I didn't recall what the time said, but I don't think it's monitoring my miles per hour. I'm not doing 60 a lot of times. It still says I'll do something that's 60 miles away and in 55 minutes, which means I'm going 70, but I'm not. I'm going 61 right now. The speedometer says 58.5. 2-3 miles per hour off. 1 or 2 kilometers per hour off. Not too bad, considering I have jumbo-sized tires. Look how pretty this bridge is, and it's all landscaped and colored concrete. Wow, nice. And no graffiti. Get those guys with the graffiti spray cans, a piece of rope, wrap it around their finger, and hang them up from the bridges. They think they're making things pretty, decorating ugly blank walls. I suppose they're entitled to their opinion. How long can you put a guy in jail for spray painting? Needs to be re-educated. Re-education. So yeah, I'm taking, I know it's pretty bright here. I'm taking 44, 270 north, up around top of St. Louis, and 70 into Illinois. And it'll be time to fill up with fuel soon. I'm down below a quarter tank, and I've been getting 12 miles per gallon, if that. No air conditioning, and I think my clutch fan is locked on permanently. Pontiac Parisienne. Chevy in disguise. Kansas City and Chicago. Pontiac Parisienne. Kaplan University, is that online university where they give you degrees that aren't worth very much? They're basically in business to get government grants. They just find people that think they need degrees. Or they hear these stories on NPR, and if they're to be believed, sounds like you don't get much of an education at Kaplan University. You guys tell me otherwise, I'll listen. Think the Suburban's following close enough? I never understand why people do that. Following 30, 40 feet behind a car at 55 miles an hour. Pretty dumb. Something happens, and all you gotta do is swerve the wheel and go sideways and say, what the hell are they doing, instead of just watching from a distance. You never know when someone's gonna make a crazy move. Drop their cigarette in their lap. You never know. Mercedes diesel. My battery's going dead. No problemo. I got a spare right there. Cypress Road Airport. This might be the St. Louis Airport. Yep. Airport's right there. Right on the edge of the city. How convenient is that? And Missouri National Guard. That brick building right there. I can't zoom in, I'm sorry. Long-term parking. Travel safe zones.
Major part of the country.
Need a buck guy?
Says Missouri residents should use the occasion to prepare emergency kits at home containing enough water and non-perishable.
I don't know what the fuck I do. I got a $10 bill.
In Jefferson City, I'm Marshall Briscoe.
You got any food or anything like that? That's just good. I appreciate it.
A lot of money. Take care. Be good. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah, work, man. You see me, I work.
$10.
From NPR,
I've wasted worse money. Unbelievable traffic, bumper to bumper. Might as well get off and get some fuel. It's cheap here. Who knows what it'll be in the next state. And where did I see that cheap fuel? No idea. Oh, last 45 minutes in bumper to bumper traffic, and oh yeah, recommended speed 40 miles an hour. Yeah, how about 10 miles an hour? And I thought I was taking the Beltway to avoid traffic. I guess I'll just take this exit, Lilac Avenue off of 270, just before I hit Illinois. I think the price of fuel might be higher there, because what could be cheaper than $3.69 a gallon? Towing. I'm towing. $3.65 a gallon, and the traffic is bumper to bumper. Look at that. Miles of bumper-to-bumper traffic. I'm not going to get anywhere tonight. Got 300 more miles to go, I think. Not good. 365 for diesel, 313 for regular unleaded. Well, might as well fill it up. Just about empty after 443 miles. Take 35 gallons. Got my choice of stations, QT or Phillips 66. And this place looks less busy. Here I go with the videos again. Corvair Wild on YouTube.
I just wrote it down so I wouldn't forget.
Yeah. Just type in Corvair Wild in a search engine. Type in Corvair and I come up.
Really? Do you go all over the country just looking for certain things?
Not often enough and too often.
Oh, really?
I buy them on eBay and sitting in my friend's yard for the last 3 years. He's been patient, but I said, I'll come and get it.
So you pick them up and then resell them?
No, I don't sell anything.
Oh, you just, it's
Keep
a
them.
hobby.
Just a
See,
hobby.
that's why I told my daughter, I said, I've got so much money invested in this truck. Better just,
Enjoy
you're
it.
not getting rid of it.
Yeah.
And she's now named it Thumper and everything else. And
I sell the occasional one, but I've got lots of them sitting all over the place. You see my videos. They're behind the big barn.
That's so cool. I love old vehicles. And
Well,
fix them
look at
up.
that. 62 Chevy Corvair ramp side. What have you got, a 76 Ranger?
No, it's, well, it's a 100.
F100. F100.
LP Ranger.
Two-wheel drive, though.
Nope.
Four-wheel drive.
We got a 302 in it.
But it's a two- or four-wheel drive?
No, it's two-wheel.
Two-wheel drive, right.
But it's the, regular full-size cab.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a little Ranger.
Yeah, it's a full-size, because they used to call the full-size the Ranger. Then they changed it to the small ones. I got to run. I got to go sit in traffic, bumper to bumper. Corvair Wild on YouTube. Take care. Oh, nice meeting people at gas stations. What's my fuel bill today? $131. We'll get her pumped up. Cheap fuel, $3.65. I know you can't see it. $3.65 a gallon. Less than $1 a liter.
This week.
Mississippi River. The great Mississippi River. Well, I think we're crossing into Illinois. Wow. Just missed sunset because of the bloody traffic. This is the great Mississippi River. It ain't that big. Look at those rapids down there. Look at that beautiful late sunset sky and this late autumn fall. Great Mississippi River. Got a big construction project going on over there somewhere. Got a bunch of cranes sticking up in the air, lifting heavy equipment. Yeah, we got some rapids. We got an old bridge. Everything's old eventually. One day I'll paddle the Mississippi, just like Mark Twain. Did Mark Twain paddle the Mississippi? Or did you hear a book about it? Illinois State Line. Welcome to the state of Illinois. That's where the John Deere tractor was invented, wasn't it? Hardened steel, break up the hard soil. Great farming. Welcome to Illinois. Here we are. 300 miles more to go to Muncie, Indiana. Wow, it's already 6:18. I'm going to get there at midnight again. Look at that rich, fertile bottomland. Rich earth. Farm country. 1 hour wasted. Bumper to bumper traffic. Should be a welcome center and a truck weigh station. That's what you usually find when you enter a new state. Help keep our roads safe. Stop texting and drunk driving. Well, I've tried to get a picture of the sign, the land of Lincoln. Welcome to the state of Illinois. But the shoulder's too narrow to pull over and get a good picture, and it's getting dark and getting late. And the riverboat casino's up ahead. I'm not going casino gambling. I'm not going to waste my money. It's entertainment because you spend it. Indianapolis, 241 miles. I got 300 miles to go to where I'm going. Put the camera away, and 2 seconds later, I see this wonderful old 100-year-old, do they call these trestle bridges?
Then anyone who reads the book would better understand why.
Granite City.
That's like the pose a very serious threat.
Just romantic
Not so much to the
bridges. This is an inland waterway, I would presume, hand dug by mules 150 years ago. Oh, it's rusted. Mighty Mississippi River. Yeah, there's riverboat traffic. Is this an inland version of the Mississippi? Dug by mules in 1850, I would guess.
The White House is starting to pay attention to this stuff.
Lewis and Clark Historic Site, yeah. Lock and Dam number 27. Great River Road. Lewis and Clark. It forged the way west.
Some sort of parallel internet.
Granite City.
Provide for a higher level of security. The internet that we have, which is wonderful, was created
Oh, a Waffle House.
basically to make
I haven't had a meal at a restaurant since Sizzlers. Actually, I'll share something with you.
But it turns out there's a lot of people that
I had some chicken at Chester's. I didn't throw away the bones yet. I had 2 drumsticks
has a very legitimate need.
and a breaded potato wedge, a quarter of a baked potato, or a quarter of a russet potato, for $5. It was good and greasy. Chester's chicken. Haven't thrown it away yet. Ought to be stinking up the truck in another day or two, I would suppose.
As famous as a target pizza in the last few years with stocks and check out
Yep, Chester's chicken. It's pretty good.
it's very much
Pretty good. Moment on the lips
in the last few years.
and forever on the hips.
The federal government has gotten a lot
All right.
to the need to
Some nice swampland here to look at, right next to a trailer park. They've got swampland. Maybe they can fish in it, I don't know. It's kind of man-made if you ask me. Hope it doesn't flood. Flood these trailer houses out. Gateway International Racetrack.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Price of fuel, it was just $3.15 a gallon for regular in Missouri, and here they get $3.33, 18 cents more a gallon. And I take 35 gallons to fill up, so that adds up. It's $5-6. Indianapolis, $2.70.